Elon Musk, the visionary CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, was on a rare vacation in Monaco. For once, he had allowed himself to pause from his relentless pursuit of innovation, enjoying the Mediterranean air and reflecting on his accomplishments. But as usual, his mind drifted toward the future. What more could be done, what was still left to invent, and who would help bring those visions to life? But before we dive into what happens next, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from today? Drop a comment below and please like the video. Thank you. On his way back to the United States, Elon decided to keep a low profile. Private jets and first-class lounges weren't his style this time. He opted for a commercial flight, relishing the rare opportunity to blend in with everyday people. Once he landed in Los Angeles, jet-lagged and craving something simple, he made an unusual choice. He stopped at a McDonald's drive-thru. The sleek black Tesla Model S he borrowed from the airport was certainly out of place in the fast food parking lot. Elon stepped inside, casually dressed in a black hoodie and jeans. The restaurant buzzed with the typical hum of activity, families grabbing meals, students laughing over fries, and workers calling out orders. But something, or rather someone, caught Elon's attention. At the counter stood a man in his late 30s, wearing the familiar McDonald's uniform. His shoulders were slightly hunched, his eyes tired yet attentive. His movements were quick and precise as he handled orders, but it was something in his demeanor that struck Elon. There was an air of intellect, a spark of brilliance, hidden beneath the routine motions of flipping burgers and filling soda cups. Elon approached the counter, his curiosity piqued. "Hi there. Busy night?" he asked, his tone friendly but probing. The man looked up, startled for a moment, then offered a polite smile. "Always is," he replied, punching in another order. "What can I get for you?" As Elon placed his order, he noticed the man's name tag, *Nathan*. The name sounded familiar. Elon couldn't shake the feeling that he'd seen it before, on a resume, a report, or even in a conversation. "You seem like someone who's used to solving bigger problems than just food orders," Elon said, his curiosity now fully engaged. "Have you worked here long?" Nathan hesitated, glancing at the growing line behind Elon. "A couple of months," he said simply, his voice carrying a hint of resignation. Something clicked in Elon's mind. "Wait a second," he said, stepping aside so others could be served. "Nathan? Nathan Connolly? You worked at Tesla, didn't you?" Nathan froze, his eyes widening. He looked at Elon more closely, realizing who he was talking to. "Yes," he said, his voice barely above a whisper. "I used to—" Elon leaned in, lowering his voice to match Nathan's. "What happened? Why are you here?" Nathan's face flushed with embarrassment. He gestured to a quiet corner of the restaurant, signaling for Elon to follow him. Once there, he explained his story. He had been a talented software engineer at Tesla, working on the autopilot team. His innovative coding had helped refine the system's ability to navigate complex intersections and avoid potential collisions. But life had taken a turn. A family emergency had drained his savings, and mounting medical bills had forced him to leave his position and take whatever job he could find to make ends meet. McDonald's, while far from his dream, had been the only option to keep his family afloat. "I didn't want to leave, but I didn't see another way," Nathan admitted, his voice thick with emotion. "I figured I'd get back on my feet eventually, but here I am." Elon listened intently, his expression unreadable. When Nathan finished, Elon said only 2 words. "Come back." Nathan blinked, confused. "What?" "Come back to Tesla," Elon repeated, his tone firm but warm. "You're one of the sharpest engineers we've had. I remember your work. You don't belong here flipping burgers. You belong with us, solving problems that change the world." Nathan's disbelief was palpable. "But I left. I didn't think I'd have a chance to come back. And honestly, I don't know if I'm ready to jump back into that world." Elon smiled. "Nathan, life throws curveballs. What matters is how you bounce back. You've already proven your resilience by doing whatever it takes to support your family. That's the kind of grit we need. And I'm not just offering you your old job back. I want you leading a new project, You've got a unique perspective now, and I think you'll bring something invaluable to the table." Tears welled up in Nathan's eyes, but he quickly blinked them away. "I don't know what to say." "Say yes," Elon replied simply, "and then we'll figure out the rest." The two exchanged contact information, and within a week, Nathan was back at Tesla, this time as a team leader. His first project was to develop a more affordable version of the Tesla autopilot system, making it accessible to middle and lower-income families, a challenge he took on with unrelenting passion. Inspired by his own struggles, Nathan poured his heart into the work, determined to make a difference. When the story of Nathan's return surfaced, it quickly went viral. People were moved by Elon's recognition of talent in an unlikely place and his willingness to extend a second chance. Nathan's journey became a beacon of hope for countless others, a reminder that setbacks don't define you and that the right opportunity can change everything. Elon, when asked about the encounter in an interview, shrugged it off. "Nathan didn't need me to see his potential. It was always there. He just needed someone to remind him of it. Talent is everywhere. You just have to look." Nathan's story wasn't just about a man rediscovering his purpose. It was about the power of believing in people and the incredible things that can happen when someone believes in you. Millions were inspired, but none more so than Nathan himself, who found not just his career, but his confidence reignited. As Nathan settled back into life at Tesla, he quickly became a pivotal figure in the company's efforts to expand its reach. His new project, a more affordable, streamlined autopilot system, began to take shape under his leadership. The team he assembled was a diverse group of engineers, many of whom had experienced hardships similar to his own. Nathan made it a point to mentor them, fostering an environment where creativity, resilience, and collaboration thrived. One night, as Nathan stayed late at the office, perfecting the algorithm that would make the new system both cost-effective and efficient, Elon stopped by his workstation. "Burning the midnight oil?" Elon asked, a hint of amusement in his voice. Nathan looked up, grinning. "I guess old habits die hard." Elon leaned against the desk, studying the screen filled with lines of code. "How's it coming?" "Better than I expected," Nathan admitted. "We're close to a breakthrough. If this works, we'll be able to cut costs by 40% without sacrificing safety." Elon nodded, clearly impressed. "Good, because I have an idea." Nathan raised an eyebrow, knowing Elon's ideas often meant big changes. "I'm listening." "I want this system to be more than just a product for middle-class families," Elon said. "What if we offered it for free to communities that need it most? Imagine the impact. Single parents who need a reliable, safe car, or small towns where transportation options are limited. We could partner with local governments or non-profits to make it happen." Nathan stared at him, the weight of the suggestion sinking in. "That's ambitious, but it's also brilliant. It could change lives." Elon's smile widened. "That's the idea. I knew you'd see the vision. Let's make it happen." The initiative, dubbed Project Open Road, launched 6 months later. Nathan's system, now fully developed, was the cornerstone of the program. Tesla partnered with organizations across the United States, starting in underserved areas where safe and affordable transportation was a daily struggle. The program provided vehicles equipped with the new autopilot system at little to no cost for those who needed them most. The impact was immediate and profound. Stories poured in of single mothers who could finally get to work safely, elderly individuals who regained independence, and students who could now travel to school without relying on unreliable public transportation. Nathan, who had once doubted his ability to make a difference, became a hero in these communities. Meanwhile, the story of Nathan's return to Tesla continued to resonate worldwide. Media outlets praised Elon's ability to see potential in people and provide second chances. Interviews with Nathan highlighted not just his technical brilliance, but also his humility and gratitude. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. As Project Open Road gained traction, critics emerged, questioning the feasibility of offering such advanced technology for free. Some accused Tesla of using the initiative as a publicity stunt, while others doubted the program's sustainability. Nathan took the criticism personally at first, but quickly learned to channel it into motivation. "This isn't about proving anyone wrong," he told his team during one heated discussion. "It's about proving ourselves right." Elon, ever the pragmatist, reminded him to stay focused. "People will always doubt what they don't understand," he said. "Our job is to show them what's possible." As the program expanded beyond the United States to other countries, including Nathan's ancestral homeland of Ireland, the skeptics began to fade into the background. The data spoke for itself. Accident rates dropped in participating communities, and countless lives were improved. 1 year after its launch, Project Open Road celebrated a major milestone: 100,000 vehicles deployed globally. At the celebration event, held at Tesla's headquarters, Elon invited Nathan to the stage to share a few words. Standing before the crowd, Nathan felt a wave of emotion. "A little over a year ago, I was wearing a McDonald's uniform, wondering if my best days were behind me," he began. "But life has a funny way of surprising you. Thanks to one chance encounter, and someone who believed in me, I'm standing here today, part of something bigger than I ever imagined." He paused, looking at Elon, who gave him an encouraging nod. "This isn't just my story. It's a reminder that talent is everywhere, even in places you least expect. And it's proof that when we come together, when we lift each other up, we can accomplish incredible things." The audience erupted in applause, but for Nathan, the real reward was seeing the faces of the people whose lives had been changed by his work. Later that night, as Nathan and Elon shared a quiet moment overlooking the Tesla factory floor, Nathan said, "You know, I used to think I'd lost my purpose when I left Tesla, but now I see it wasn't about finding my purpose, it was about creating it." Elon smiled, his eyes twinkling with the satisfaction of a job well done. "And you've done exactly that, Nathan. This is just the beginning." For Nathan Connolly, the engineer who once flipped burgers to survive, the journey had come full circle. But now, his story wasn't just about redemption, it was about legacy and the lives he'd touched along the way.